All right, now as I said before, the Octatrack is very versatile, very flexible, but also pretty complicated. If you've never used any Elektron gear before, if this is your first one, you're in for a doozy. This is a beast. And because it's not really set up to do anything out of the box, you have to understand what it is that you want to do first before you can really approach how to practically use this. Now, the initial part of the lesson is going to be about learning to use this for production, for sampling and producing. So because of that, I'm going to create a new project with that purpose. But first, let's talk about the structure of the Octatrack. I want to create a blank project. Inside of my project, all the parameters for my tracks are stored, all the patterns are stored within banks, all of the banks are stored there. There's different parts which save different track settings, all that's stored within the project as well. So the projects are the main places where we're going to be creating new songs, new beats, things like that. But all of the projects are stored within a set. The set is basically the top level of the Octatrack's hierarchy when you're talking about files and where things are located. When you first start your Octatrack, if you've never actually used it before, you're going to need to create a set. Now I'm going to go into the project menu. I see it says project here in red. Anything that's written in red on the Octatrack, you have to access by holding down the function button. We see next to where it says function, there's a little red line there, and that's just a reminder that anything written in red can be accessed by holding down function and then pressing the appropriate button. So I want to go into the project menu. Project is written under mixer. I hold function, press that button, and now I'm in the project menu. Now, in here, these are all the most important settings for the Octatrack, and we're going to be going over a few of these and revisiting this area as we go through the course. The main thing I'm concerned with right now is I want to make sure that I have a blank project that is loaded into this set that's been mounted. Now again, for the Octatrack to function at all, there has to be a set mounted. If there wasn't, it would give me a warning sign and tell me to mount a set. I have a set that's been mounted, and within that set I have a bunch of different projects. So it says project. If I want to change from the project that's currently loaded, I have to hit the option that says change. So that's selected. I'm going to hit yes. And now these are all the different projects that I have on my compact flash card. And there's a lot, as you can see. But again, if you look above the list of projects, it says set. And the set that I've loaded is called production and show set. So that's where all of these projects are stored within that set. Now I actually already created a blank project. I'm going to scroll through these by page. If I hold function and press the up arrow, I can jump by page instead of just going one by one. Now the very first option when you choose to change the project is to create an empty project. Now I've already created an empty project, but I'm going to go ahead and just do this one more time. So let me hit yes. So when I'm here, if I want to delete characters from this name, I can hold this button that says Q. And while I'm holding that, if I press the button that says no, I can delete the individual characters. Now when I'm ready to insert some characters, I can hold the function button. And then when I do this, it brings me to the character select menu. So we're going to call this, let me see. We're going to call this one lesson. So when I select the letter, I let go of function, it places that character there. And let's see, lesson project. So then that way, when I forget about this, weeks from now, I'll remember why this is on here. Lesson project. There we go. I hit yes. It's creating the new project. And once it does this, all of the track states, everything's going to be reset to its default status. So this will give us a good chance to explore how we need to set this up to do what it is that we want to do. So at this point, I have 8 audio tracks here. I'm looking at the audio tracks. That's the default status. And all of these tracks are blank. If I hit the button next to where it says T1, T2, these are my different tracks. When I select it, the LED turns red next to it, letting me know that that track is selected. If I look in the display, I can see the third track on this side has been selected. And then the screen will show me different parameter states for specific areas on that track. But again, nothing is loaded right now. And if I want to be able to play any audio with the Octatrack, I need to make sure that each track has the proper track machine to do what it is that I want to do. So we're going to learn about the different track machines, how they can be utilized, and then from there we'll start diving into actually learning how to produce with this thing.